Streaming. Hello and welcome to Family RPG.
Hey David, you're on the internet.
Hello and welcome to Family RPG. David Leonard, your game master for Star Trek Adventures, Season 2, Episode 2, Plato's Cave. But first, for points, at least 1 to 2 points of momentum, depending on how much information you provide, what happened last time?
I was not a good engineer. On the very least, I was criticized for my engineering prowess.
That's right. We came up to this planet. We were supposed to help them fix a disease. There was a big ring around the planet, radiating the planet.
Irradiating it.
Irradiating, or whatever. Anyway,
Gamma radiation.
Gamma radiation, yes.
Yes.
Turning everyone into the Hulk, and then we all died. No,
almost all died.
Then we went down to the planet, discussed it with people.
We're discussing it, right?
We're
Yeah.
trying to come up with a cure. We did come up with a cure.
The corporation stopped us.
The corporation didn't want the cure, so they tried to attack us from a ship that broke out of the ring that apparently was disguised. And we
kicked our butt.
We barely made it. And finally we convinced them that it was too late. We'd already, since our shields were gone, we beamed everything we knew about the virus and how to defeat it down to the planet. And so they gave up then. And I forget what happened after that.
We also discovered that we need to reread the ship combat area at some point, which I'm pretty sure none of us succeeded in doing in the last week.
Of course not. Why would we?
But
yeah,
we'll get there.
Well, fortunately, this mission does not include any ship combat.
Huzzah!
Also, fortunately, that's 2 momentum from the start.
Okay, momentum. That works for me.
Yeah.
I figured I'd give you something. That's
Sure.
why you can all contribute together and work on the pool momentum, not individual. But
Sure.
although it's supposed to be rules on individuals having their own momentum, and after each scene it gets pulled up.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't remember exactly how they work, but I think it's more trouble than it's worth.
Sounds tricky, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the idea is that everyone has any individual momentum per scene, but you can only pull up so much of it.
Right.
So if someone has more than someone else, it's like, well, I better use it or I'll lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, yeah.
And there's only so many tokens, assuming that the amount of tokens that they give with the starter box is how many you should probably have maximum. The thing is, like, you can only pull up to 6 or 7. Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
So.
In a review of our characters, I'm playing Alan Rex, a Trill engineer, chief engineer.
I am Lingar, a Ferengi, chief medical officer.
I got Lieutenant Commander Weston, one of the security chiefs.
So,
I guess I got rid of my stress. Okay.
All the characters in the ship.
The ship, yes, the USS Dayton. Designation 1014. It's been Dayton.
Okay.
We're from Dayton area, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could have gone with the Orville.
It's taken.
Amazingly enough, the guy who came up with the Orville. I mean, that's an incredible show. It's much better than any of the new Star Treks.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yet, it's hard to believe that he was involved in what, Family Man or
Family Guy.
Family Guy
Yes.
or
That's not surprising when you watch the content of the two.
well, yeah, but the Orville is at least
If you skip
not
like the pot
offensive.
jokes and
Not
the
offensive.
alcohol jokes,
not offensive.
Well, there's
like
also
Family Guy.
episodes about LGBT stuff as well, so it's kind of
Right.
like.
Well, the Orville had a little bit of that in it, but not to a great extent.
Well, and to be fair, also they covered that a lot, like in Star Trek.
Star
DS9,
Discovery, yeah.
Well,
DS9,
DS9,
yeah, a
they
little bit.
wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, back to
Anyway.
this Star Trek.
Yes.
Yes.
The characters are based on Next Gen. This particular mission is set in the original series, but shouldn't be too out of place to just scale things up a bit.
And ship combat damage is listed on page 226.
Yes.
I wrote that down.
All right.
I was told to, so yes.
Captain's log. We have assumed a standard orbit around Tang Hall 4, an Earth-like planet in the throes of an ice age. For the last 5 years, it has also become home to a team of archaeologists and paleoclimatologists. Their last report indicated a remarkable find beneath the ice, a collection of this world's crop diversity stored in a doomsday seed vault. Our mission is to resupply and check in on the outpost personnel.
Okay.
And they've all been taken over by alien seed spores. Anyway, go ahead. We beam down and we take a shuttle.
You approach the planet. Tang Hall 4, a Class M world, fills the lower half of your view screen.
Okay.
Approximately the size of Earth, this planet is a frozen wasteland. Thick sheets of ice cover the two large continents and swaths of the oceans. Magnifying the view screen reveals the barely visible ruins of a lost civilization. Shards of once towering cities protrude from the ice. A whole people forever gone.
Or are they?
Or are they?
If you want to try to hail the science outpost, it's going to be a control plus engineering, assisted by the ship's communications plus engineering, with a difficulty of 0.
Is Caesar down there? Hail!
So I'm sorry. What were the things?
Control
again?
Control and engineering.
Control engineering. Okay, that'd be me. 14.
With
Is yours better?
Control,
Control? I doubt it.
No.
Okay.
With the ship's communications plus engineering.
Okay. The ship's communication.
Okay.
Plus engineering. Okay, so it's 13 for the ship.
We can get
So
some of that
13
much
for the ship.
needed,
5. Okay. And then me. 5 and 3. All right.
Oh.
So
3
it's
below one of your...
3 successes?
3 successes.
Alright, that is all momentum.
We need momentum. Always.
And forever. Amen.
The channel's open, you send the signal, but the outpost does not respond.
Okay, I did it right this time, okay, guys? It's on their end this time.
Caesar's asleep. Okay.
A little reminder, in addition to the Prime Directive, you are to resupply the Federation Science Outpost on Tang Hall 4 and support the 7-member team's general well-being. Also, to uphold Starfleet Order 2, which prohibits the killing of intelligent life forms.
Why are we being reminded of this?
Now, wait a minute. The Prime Directive, we know, we're familiar with that. It's an ice planet. Are we aware of any intelligent life forms living on this planet besides our own team?
That's what the team was supposed to be finding out.
Oh.
And they haven't responded.
Well, I think...
I think just that is a spoiler there.
Okay,
can we scan the area they're supposed to be in to determine if there are life
You want a
forms?
sensor sweep?
Sensor sweep.
Sensor sweep.
Yes.
Yes. Be reason plus science, assisted by the ship's sensors plus science, difficulty of 0.
Okay. Well, our advantage was already reduced by
Oh,
1,
reason.
so yeah.
Science. That's
Negative
good for me.
1.
Yeah.
Free momentum. Just
Minimum 0.
I got 15 on
Sorry,
that.
you said
Reason and science.
reason and science. I got 15 as well.
Oh, you go ahead.
All right.
You're the ship
Yeah.
person.
And then the sensors and what?
Sensors and science.
Okay, it's 14 for the ship. So 14 for the ship. 9. Okay, that succeeds. And I succeed as well twice.
Yeah.
So it's 3
All right.
successes.
You're maxed out. I can't give you any more.
Can we spend some for more information?
Yeah.
Once I give you the initial information,
Yeah.
there are no spatial phenomena interfering with communications, no other vessels in the vicinity, and no evidence of signal jamming. There are no intelligent life signs on the planet. There are no power readings from the science outpost.
That's just insulting to the crew then. They're not intelligent.
You can ask a question per momentum point spent.
But you said there's no life signs. No, you said no intelligent life signs. Are
No
there
intelligent.
unintelligent life signs? Want to spend one on that?
That sounds reasonable.
Any life signs?
There are no
I
life
should say.
signs.
No life signs at all.
No life
Okay.
signs. Are there dead signs?
Any more questions?
Power signatures? Did they say anything about that?
Yes, there were no power. No, don't.
What?
It's not a question.
I'm
He
asking
said-
him.
Yes, they did say there was no power signatures.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we know how deep our sensors go? Can be further
I'm thinking
beneath
that-
the ice.
No, I don't think so. All right, depth. He wants to take
Sensors detect a second massive structure appearing to be a missile silo beneath the outpost. There's a very faint intermittent power signature within.
Haha!
Ah,
Any other questions?
I guess deep work. Okay, that sounds good to me. Let's photon torpedo the.
Any signs of radiation or other global
You said there
events that we could
Wasn't
find?
anything.
No.
Okay.
You said there wasn't anything that interfered with the
Well, that didn't
was
mean
included.
they didn't
That-
appear.
That included radio. Okay.
You got a missile silo. You got to think someone launched.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't have to be a nuclear missile.
Okay. I've only got one person watching, by the
Me as well. I don't know why.
way. Yeah.
Do you want details about the outpost?
Sure.
You got 0 people watching. No.
The outpost is modular, but schematics in the library computer do not match its current configuration. A new section extends over the excavated seed vault site. This module was constructed approximately 5 months ago, which matches the discovery of the seed vault as detailed in the team's last report.
Okay. Well, should we try and beam down?
Well, there's no signs of radiation or any kind of interference, so bringing down should be safe.
Yeah.
Okay, you normally would have gotten momentum back for being so successful with the previous checks, but since you maxed it out, I'm just going to use it again to, I'm
Yeah.
going to just give it back to you, but you're going to need equipment for the cold weather gear.
Okay.
Cold weather gear. Okay. Well,
Otherwise,
that's logical.
so you can go back down without cold weather gear and keep that momentum.
We'll take cold weather gear.
No?
Yeah, go.
We're taking cold
yeah.
weather gear.
Yeah. None of us are Andorians, so
Yeah.
we like our cold weather gear.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're also getting one small beacon as a light source.
One
One?
beacon.
Just
Each.
one?
Oh,
Each,
okay. One beacon each.
Mm-hmm.
And we each have our standard equipment phasers.
Transporting to the outpost is a control plus engineering task with a difficulty of 2, assisted by the ship's sensors plus engineering.
Okay. Ship sensors plus engineering. All right.
We're gonna die.
That's a 3. And then what am I doing again?
Control and engineering.
Control engineering.
Here
Okay.
comes the double
14.
complication.
Uh-huh.
An 8 and a 10.
It
So 2
passes.
successes.
Okay, you get 1.
So 3
momentum.
successes total, yeah.
You get 1 momentum.
We survived.
Wouldn't that 3 below something? Wouldn't that make it 4 successes? Oh, that's right. It has
The
to be
3 was for
special.
the ship, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, the ship's engineering, but, I mean, the ship doesn't have any focuses,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, darn. We need to get a focus for our ship.
You materialize in the
orbital
outpost
would've had
transporter
one.
and storage module. The corridor is deserted with sealed doors on either end. A thin layer of frost covers everything. Motes of dust flow through beams of light in your handheld from your handheld beacons. Through small, round windows, you glimpse the frozen world outside and the remains of wind turbines excavated out of the ice. There are no signs of life inside or out. It's as if the entire scientific team vanished into thin air.
Is there any air in here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Are the doors marked? Do we know what? Yeah, where we're going?
You can pull up the outpost schematics on your tricorder. There are 7 modules: control, hydroponics, habitat, multi-purpose laboratory, seed vault module, infirmary, and reactor. Corridor umbilicals connect the modules, and you can manually open the doors to each module using an emergency hand actuator located in a nearby panel.
Let's head toward the reactor. That sounds like a
I agree. Reactor.
yeah.
Phasers, of course, on stun because of that
Yeah.
very specific ruling.
The doors to the reactor module are partly open. Scorch marks and holes. Are you
Melting
firing?
some ice.
We need water.
Scorch marks and holes cover the computer consoles in the far wall. Conduits snake across the ceiling from the terminals to a fusion reactor. The reactor itself is intact but powered down. Due to the computer failure, its fail-safe mechanism activated, preventing the reactor from going critical. The emergency batteries used as the backup power supply have been destroyed.
Is there any way I can fix the reactor?
To restore power, you'll need to beam down 2 203-R control consoles from your storage,
Gee, 2.
That was specific.
Yes.
I know my ship.
which costs 2 momentum.
I think it'd be safe for us to have power. That'd be a good
yeah?
idea for us
Yeah.
to have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can we
sure.
tell how things were
All right.
destroyed?
You said phaser fire?
Yeah.
Phaser
Can we
fire?
Yeah,
analyze
phaser fire, yeah.
the phaser fire and see if it's a known signature like a Klingon or
Our security chief maybe know what type of phaser fire it was?
It's hard to
Do
tell.
you know what it is?
no.
It doesn't say what.
But
Okay.
it is phaser, not
Definitely,
disruptor.
definitely phaser. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So 2 momentum.
Sure.
All right. So we got our
You had to
power.
install it.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh.
How many?
It's not just down. It's not just beaming him down. You
Uh-huh.
have to-
Yeah,
It's
okay.
gonna be a control plus engineering with a difficulty of 2.
Control Engineering. That's 14 for me. You like to assist me, Doctor?
9 for me.
I'll
That's
assist.
9.
You
I
assist
got
me?
a 12 on that.
Okay.
Okay, you're much
Okay.
better. Yes.
2 successes.
3. So 5.
Okay.
Or, yeah, I rolled a 5. It's 3.
Okay.
Blah.
Blah, indeed. More than that.
Don't shoot yourself. It's not worth it.
Just stun.
No.
Okay, you now have advantage on the next task.
Huzzah.
Okay.
That's going to be installing replacements. This is control plus engineering with a difficulty of 2. Well, now difficulty of 1.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll assist you with a pass. 1 success.
I get 1 success. 0, 1's a failure. It's not
Okay.
critical, but
You get 1 momentum.
huzzah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now you need to bypass the damaged circuits. You need to couple the 203-R consoles to the GNDN relays. Goes nowhere, does nothing. That's what GNDN stands for.
Oh, okay.
Relays to bypass the damaged circuits. Is a daring plus engineering with a difficulty of 2.
Ah. I got 15 on that, so alright.
I got
Oh,
11.
you must be daring.
Or very stupid.
Still just 1 success.
1 success.
Okay, you match.
Huzzah.
Okay. It is done.
A
What happens if I flip this switch over here?
Don't.
line of gears in the far side of the room. A tracked military robot moves down the corridor. Similar to early 21st century Earth autonomous drones, is 1.2 meters tall and tank-like in appearance. A 360-degree camera perches atop the machine. A crackly computerized voice repeats the same word. Intruder.
Uh-oh. Do we have any
Scan the drone.
information on this?
Insight plus science or insight plus engineering. Difficulty of 0.
Science?
Inside engineering for
15
me would be
on that.
12.
I got 15 on the science. Okay. Okay, 2 successes.
I'm not insightful.
I
Okay.
guess I'll help out.
You get 2 momentum.
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
0.
Oh, that was a 0.
0. Scan reveals the drone to be a primitive AI construct with a damaged voice system. It is armed with primitive rapid-fire projectile weapon with 400 rounds of ammunition. A laser sight appears in the nearest character's chest, and a round drops in the weapons chamber.
Duck and cover.
Yeah, that sounds
Can I
good.
try lunge to behind it
Alright.
to try to disable it?
Let's see. Daring and security.
Okay.
Difficulty 2.
Ooh, 1 success. I guess I can use 1 momentum to reroll 1.
Yes.
Still only 1 success.
Can you have assistance?
Can I shoot the thing?
Go ahead. It's going to be control and security. Difficulty of 2.
Ooh.
It would have been difficulty of 3, but since you have the power back on,
Ah.
Yay!
have lights.
And I have focus and hand phasers.
yes.
That's cocked. Wow.
That's cocked. Yeah.
All right. That's 3.
Okay. So you get 1 momentum. Roll damage.
Oh, he's got the big
And you're just stunned damage.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, stun. 1, 2. 2.
Okay.
That's a whole lot of 3s and 4s.
Yeah. Because at this point the robot fires back.
Now, is it firing at me because I'm closer or firing at him because he's the actual threat?
He's the actual threat.
Okay. I offered myself up. And he's hiding.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. That is a match, so it hits. Alright. And let's see.
I'm going to apply some medical assistance here.
Triage.
Just 7 damage.
Ow.
7 stress damage as the machine gun just.
But isn't that reduced in some way? Or no?
Not without armor.
Oh yeah, we don't have armor.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't go down with armor.
It just no.
Oh, we have our.
You have cold suits.
Cold
That's
weather
not
gear.
armor.
No.
It's thicker.
It
than
just riddles you
regular
with
gear.
bullets.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Who's next?
Okay.
There's no real, initiative to it.
No,
It's just everybody
no.
takes a thing. You haven't done anything yet, so.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Do a thing, Dad. Do a thing.
What am I gonna do? Shoot at it again?
You sure can't use a hyper spray on it.
No, that doesn't
No.
work. Okay.
Can he maybe try to
Disable.
use
like you?
we'll use a hyper spray on him to reduce some of his stress?
Well, we have to stop the robot first.
There's that, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here going, what am I getting injected with? Have some happy spray. No
Yeah.
stress.
Calm down, don't worry about
Those
it.
holes are nothing.
Okay. All right. No. What's the
Control and security.
control and security? I have 10 for that, and I got 16 and 8. So I don't
You
hit
miss.
at all.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm hiding though.
Back up to the top then.
Okay. Can I try to use my plasma torch in order to engineer it to be shut off?
Disable it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. You still didn't even get nearby it to do that.
I was lunging towards it in the process of.
Yeah, he should be close
Yeah.
to it.
Okay, try to get closer to it.
Yeah, daring and security.
Daring security, okay.
Difficulty of 1 this time. You're closer.
That's two successes, just barely.
Okay. You're already maxed out on momentum, so now it's going to be what do you want to do?
Use my plasma torch and try to, have it cut.
Find the off switch.
I mean, I doubt that there is one. I suppose I could try to look for that instead of actually damaging the thing.
Well, I mean, it would be daring and security if you just want to damage it, but daring and engineering if you just want to, strategically...
Oh, yeah, daring engineering. That's definitely what I want to do.
Difficulty of 2.
Okay, thank you. 2 successes.
Okay.
You shut it off.
You managed to just open a panel in the back.
You reach in and grab a handful of fiber optics.
Okay, Weston.
All right.
Wait, well, I wasn't able to shut it off?
You used your action to get there and open it up.
Okay.
So you're gonna shoot
Well,
it.
I will shoot it. Three successes.
Okay. You're still maxed out momentum, so go ahead and roll damage.
Can you spin the limb and roll the damage die again? Oh.
3
I forgot
supports.
to use my minor action again. 1, 2, 3. 3 damage.
Well, those are what kind of? Yeah.
They're effects, but without using your minor action ahead of time.
Oh, you
Remember to
didn't-
do something
you
with your
didn't specify
phaser.
effects. Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of effects do you have for phaser?
Loads.
Area,
Yeah.
intense, piercing 2, or vicious.
You probably want piercing in this one.
Or vicious.
Or vicious.
But it was 3.
Damage is damage. Okay, the drone spins its machine gun around toward Langar. Not Langar, Rex here.
Rex.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Rex.
It misses. Yeah, the first time I got a natural 1, it's like, okay, it
Hit?
Okay.
Okay. Langar.
Okay. Let's see. Since the gun's no longer pointed at him, I'm going over and see if I can render assistance for his wounds.
You're going to make me look up first aid.
First aid, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you don't have that in your results there.
No, it's not mentioned in the mission book. I mean, I have the
Oh.
big book beside me too, but that's more.
Yeah.
That's more work.
Okay. Let's see.
Of course, one thing I'm reading here on the GM screen is that you
Yes.
can spend momentum to do bonus damage. Each
Ah.
point does 1 extra damage,
So,
regardless
It's
of
not
the
on ours.
so you don't even have to roll for it. You
You
just
can increase the
spend it.
damage inflicted by a successful attack, regardless of the type of attack.
Okay, we'll have to remember that.
Okay.
You can also spend 2 points to disarm an enemy. 1 weapon held by the target is knocked away and falls to the ground within reach.
Even that mounted turret?
No.
Okay.
Handheld weapon. By a person.
So I have a -1 difficulty on next medical task. Oh, okay. This is after succeeding on the first one. I'm a quick study and I have field
Problem
medicine.
with PDFs is
I ignore increase or difficulty for working without proper tools.
combat tasks. First aid, 174. Well, you look for first aid and it doesn't find it.
In a real book. Oh my goodness.
Curious. That might be in the. I
It's
know
only
this.
for
this
an injured character. So yeah, it's only used once considered injured. Injured character stabilized and will not die at the end of the scene.
Oh, so you're not considered injured even though you've gotten
No.
lots of stress? Very well. I guess I'll turn back.
you're gonna fight
Riddle
back.
bullets. That's your right. You're just fine.
Yeah. It'll go
Restart
off.
video and certain stuff. Oh!
Sterner stuff. Okay.
There might be more about it in the science supplement book, but
Yeah.
True.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go over to. He's real close to the machine. He's got the hatch open.
yeah.
I'm going to go over to him and see if we can, together, with his assistance, if we can disable the machine.
Daring plus engineering, difficulty of 2.
Plus engineering. So you're going to assist me on that?
Sure. I use my turn to open it up.
Because I don't have much. Do you have success?
One success, yes.
Good. I have 1 success.
Okay.
He's
You
in
managed to effectively
disarm.
use the blowtorch in order to key components and stuff, and then the whole thing just shuts down.
Okay. That was close. All right. All right.
So, life support systems come on as warm air begins to circulating through the vents. Light secure consoles flicker to life. Janik Stoltz appears on every monitor. Disheveled and sleep deprived, he grips the edges of the computer terminal. They're all dead, he glances over his shoulder. What was that? The screen goes to static. The recording starts again. Comm panels hum and indecipherable voices begin whispering over the open channel. A hiss of air echoes down the corridor as the door to the seed vault module opens. So it just loops this few second message of they're all dead, and glancing over, what was that?
Okay. Can we use the consoles to access other areas, to security cameras and other areas, so we can see if anyone else is left?
As you try working on the console, it loads up a different recording. Janik Stoltz runs his hand through his mess of hair and slams his fist in the console. It never stops. The voices. At first we thought, no, not we, they. They thought it was a malfunction. Communication systems playing all logs at once. But there's something else here, buried in the ice. He looks down, presses buttons, slams the console again. Is anyone reading this? Anyone at all? We're all dead! He glances over his shoulder. What was that?
Well, is there a timestamp on that? Can we tell how long ago it was?
No.
Okay.
Good call, though.
Yes.
All right.
diagnostic communication system.
Okay, let's run like
Going to be
that.
control plus engineering, assisted by the outpost communications plus engineering.
Go for it.
Difficulty of 2.
Engineer.
Okay, so control engineering,
Yes.
Assisted by
1 success.
The comm and
Assisted
engineering
by.
is going to be a total of 9.
9. Oh, that's not much, but all right. No, that's cocked. 11.
Nope. So many.
So 1 success.
Okay.
Also, I want to use momentum to reroll
You
one.
want to use my mind?
I'll reroll mine since obviously I have a higher score than the system does.
Yes.
That's worse. It's not critically failure, but it's worse. So 1 success. All right. We don't get more information out of that.
No.
Would have been cheaper just to spend a point for information.
Well, you had to unlock the information in the first place or running
Oh.
the diagnostic, so.
Mm-hmm.
Although there are 2 possible questions if you can figure out what they may be to spend momentum and ask. I'll only spend it if you successfully ask it.
Ah. Are there sensors that we can access through this console?
No.
Okay. Well,
Let's find the relevant information here at all.
what I wanted to see was if there were other live cameras we could access through this console to see what was going on.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. That's
It
what I
appears
asked
someone
before.
has remote access to the system from within the missile silo.
Oh,
Second question?
can we see who's in the missile silo?
No.
Okay.
What was Janik saying
They're all dead.
before that?
We hear voices.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we hear voices?
Yes.
Aside
you
from
do.
our own.
Computer is simultaneously broadcasting audio from every recorded log in the outpost at low volume.
Ah.
Kind of sounds like all those recordings of the sermons.
Oh, yeah.
When they played, it was 16 at once, and you heard them all going off at once. And a lot of them had the same kind of intro, like, we'd like to welcome everyone here this morning, and they all sound like, we'd like to welcome you.
Okay.
A chorus of.
Oh my goodness, scary.
He was
So-
deaf in 1 ear, so he talked about remember monotone.
Okay.
You isolate one of the voices, but it's not from any of the outpost audio logs. It rants in hysterics. What about the bodies? Alive, 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 alive. We are alive. The bodies rot.
Huh. Is there any stamp as to where this was recorded at? What station?
Can we see anything? Is it just audio or is it video as well?
It's just audio.
Okay.
Oh.
Is it Christmas Eve near a gas main?
No.
Okay.
You can attempt to cut off remote access or further repair communications. Either as a control plus engineering, assisted by the outpost communications and engineering.
I think further repair would probably be better, right?
That would
Go for
be
it.
logical, yeah.
So the
Alright.
outpost communications and engineering is, again, 9.
9 for that. I'm going to do it first. At the 12, so nope.
Mhm.
And control and engineering?
Yep.
14. 1
So
and an
you
18.
just-
So 2 successes.
Okay. You managed to, the comm panels go silent.
Finally.
After you repair it, then you sign.
Well, it was relooping
Yeah.
everything, so.
Oh, okay.
Can we communicate with the missile silo now?
Instead, the audio files start to play again, but at a louder volume.
This repair work.
Can you? Well, I think we should go to the missile silo. Do we have a schematic to get there?
We have a map for that?
Map for that? Is there a map for that?
We should know general direction at minimum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the seed vault module just opens up as you power it up. You noticed that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so inviting.
Inviting.
Can we send our red shirt into the seed vault module to check on the door?
He's wearing a red shirt. What is it?
I'm looking at minis.
Oh, you mean,
Oh, I'm the engineer. I'm the one
Yes.
with the red shirt.
Yes.
I guess I'm the one that opened the doors, so. In a manner of speaking.
Okay.
Start making our way to the seed vault.
Okay.
It's not too far away from him.
Oh, somebody needs to be shot. Why aren't you leading the way?
What? Things might need to get fixed.
Yeah, but if we get shot, though.
Yeah, I'll make sure we're safe from behind. Any more of those robots come out of there?
You can shoot them.
Exactly.
As you head to the vault module, excavated from the ice, a wedge of concrete with a steel door stands 7 meters high. Thick cables from a wall terminal snake through the open door into a sloping passageway. The cables spark and hum, electrified. You hear a child's sobbing echo from within the vault.
Well, electrified cables seem like an engineer's job.
I wonder if this would have been an issue had he not turned on the power.
You realize that the cables provide power to the seed vault and missile silo. Any attempt to destroy them with a phaser or disrupt them will trigger a power surge that overloads the fusion reactor.
I just fixed this thing. We're not breaking it again. Unless we have to. Does anybody find it unusual that we found like 21st century technology being used down here?
Not
Earlier?
necessarily.
One thing wasn't from our people.
Okay.
That must have been native to this world.
Well-
Yeah, they have a missile silo.
Yeah.
A missile silo. And a robot that knew how to speak English. Or was
Or
our
our
universal translators
translators.
were...
Yeah,
Kicked in.
yeah.
What is that flavor?
What?
Your flavor.
That very
tips.
potent smell.
Jalapeno.
Gotcha.
Jalapeno.
Yes.
Yeah, the jalapeno one and the salt and vinegar one.
Yeah.
Bit too strong for me.
Really?
I like salt and vinegar.
Normally I would, but that's like soaked in it. It seems. At least the vinegar part.
All right.
Salt would be okay, but
Yeah.
Attempting to do something with the seed vault will lead you into chapter 2. If you want to go to any other places before that, to round up
Well,
this first
what about
chapter,
the silo? Were we able to get to the silo?
it's part of the seed vault module.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's look through the other areas then.
So these are control, hydroponics, habitat, multipurpose laboratory, the infirmary.
I think habitat would be good. Let's see who used to live here.
This
True.
module contains the mess hall and living quarters for the 5 scientists, medical doctor, and engineer.
Okay, so our people.
Yes,
Okay.
the ones who used to live here.
well,
Yes.
Yeah.
Any clues in here? Anything strange, odd?
Nope.
any logs.
Nope.
Well, what do you expect? A fireplace?
You, after saying it, you're gonna give me something, and you didn't disappoint.
So where to next?
I thought I was going to say Yule log. But anyway.
Control.
Control
It
sounds good.
seemed like that was where somebody was trying to communicate
Oh,
to us
yeah.
from, maybe.
The doors are partially open, but not wide enough for someone to squeeze through. A wall panel to the left of the door has been blasted open with a phaser. Contains a mechanism meant to crank open the doors in the event of a power failure, but the mechanism is broken.
Shall I fix the mechanism?
Be fitness plus security task, difficulty of 2.
Fitness security. Okay, that's you.
I think that's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, how's your fitness security?
Not that great. 10.
Mine's 11. I guess I'll assist.
Yeah, I already got 2 successes.
I got 1 success.
And, well, I guess I can't apply any of those.
No.
But they were both under my discipline.
The frozen body of archaeologist Janik Stoltz sits at a terminal with a power cable coiled around his neck. His stiff arms reach for the cable in a desperate bid to save himself. The expression on his face, look of horror, captures his last agonizing moments. A patch of shaved hair on the back of his head reveals a treated wound, suggesting the doctor suffered from a recent head injury. If you want to make an insight plus medicine, difficulty of 1.
Doctor?
Did he die of
Okay.
hypothermia?
Let's see.
Very
2
well
successes.
might have.
Is it a match of success?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Okay. Momentum.
Ah.
Okay.
Stoltz did not suffer an injury, but rather a device was implanted into his brain and later removed. Without the device, it is impossible to tell what function it served.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, there was something in his head, but can't tell what it was because apparently it's been removed.
Okay, there's still hydroponics and the laboratory.
We got 1 out of 5 accounted for now.
Well, in the infirmary, but yeah.
Possibly the infirmary may find the device.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
The small infirmary is in disarray. Medicine and equipment are scattered on the floor around the frozen body of the outpost engineer. A large dark stain mars the front of his red tunic. His left arm holds the edge of a biobed, as if he had been trying to hoist himself up. His other arm clutches a hyperspray.
What's in the hypospray?
Yeah, just double check that.
Insight medicine.
Okay.
It's only have 1.
Ooh, I got a 1. So that's an automatic 2.
Yes.
And then another 6. So I got 3.
Alright. Max out. The officer suffered from severe abdominal wounds. There are multiple lead fragments inside his abdominal cavity. Cause of death, sepsis.
I think
Wounds?
he was shot.
That takes time to take maybe a day or 2, I think, to die of sepsis, maybe more.
Are there any samples or anything we can find in this room?
No.
All right. This guy was shot. I'm guessing by the security drone.
Most likely.
The engineer specifically.
Yes.
Okay.
He wasn't as good as our engineer. Anyway.
I have my days.
So, laboratory, now that you have power restored, you can actually get some information about this place.
Okay, the laboratory.
For several centuries during Tang Hall 4's industrial age, greenhouse gas emissions built up in the atmosphere. As revealed in the geological record, this brought about a catastrophic warming of the planet with devastating impact on its ecology and biodiversity, including ocean deoxygenation. This deoxygenation led to a major mass extinction event, the end of all marine life, a major food supply for the humanoid populace. Thousands of years after the fall of Tang Hall 4's civilization, natural changes in solar insolation thrust the planet into its present ice age.
So this is our ecology episode. Don't pollute the world.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Doctor Who was, but
Oh.
Excavations in the ice revealed large cities and industrial areas dating back 10,000 years. Artifacts show humanoid civilization remarkable for its similarities to Earth's past. Like humanity in its technological infancy, the people of Tang Hall 4 ventured into the solar system in primitive rockets, waged war upon one another, and burned fossil fuels for energy. The recent discovery of an intact seed vault was a remarkable find. Using the outpost reactor to restore power to its systems brought a vast database back online, a treasure trove of records.
So the seed vault was already here?
Yes.
And
We discovered it.
You just discovered and now you've brought the power back online so you can access it.
Okay.
And that is pretty much everything for Chapter 1.
So we can't use this vast information to find out what the last newspaper article was? Look for Voyager.
They had newspapers in Voyager?
There was an Earth-like planet because they discovered so many Earth-like planets with people who happen to evolve in very similar or practically identical ways. Like, this is exactly like 20th century Earth.
People that were abducted maybe and then made a new life there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Captain's log, supplemental.
Yeah.
Someone sabotaged the outpost power generator and murdered Janik Stoltz. We have yet to find the rest of his team. His message said they were all dead. We've gained access to the seed vault, and now the impossible sound of a crying child echoes from within. Though every instrument we have detected detects no life signs. Our answers are somewhere down there in the past of this long, dead world.
Oh, was I able to extract the information from the lab? Like the database from it?
It's going to take a while. You might leave like a tricorder there just to process the information, but yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have your tricorder with you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ice covers the walls of the circular tunnel. Rows of lights flicker above. You can see your breath in the air. The passage slopes down for over 100 meters. The deeper you go, the colder it becomes. When you reach the open door at the end of the passage, the child's cries stop. As you enter, security cameras follow your every move. Static rumbles from speakers in the ceiling.
Okay. Static.
Wait, do we ever get told how long our crew had been down here?
No.
No, we didn't.
Like, had they been here for months, years?
It seems like a couple of years.
A couple of years, and we're just now going back to check them?
There weren't any problems until now. Within the last month or so, it's like.
But they didn't. They should have been sending information about the planet back to us, or They were supposed to be looking for life, weren't they?
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Okay.
Well, they had discovered this seed vault, but apparently everything fell apart, and the power went off before they could access it.
Can we rig a tricorder to jam these security cameras?
I better give up my tricorder. Do you still have yours?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right.
Yeah, it's a daring and engineering, difficulty of 2.
Sure.
Would you like assistance?
I would always welcome it.
That's 1.
That is 3 for me because I got a 1
Oh, very good.
and a 13. So yes.
So 4.
Okay. They stop moving. You're not sure whether to actually stop recording entirely, but they're not following you anymore.
Okay.
So you see 3 seed vault rooms. The vaults are secured behind 2 airlocks, each requiring a security key to open. When you approach them, the speakers in the ceiling crackle. There's a burst of feedback, then cold silence before you hear the child's cries once more. He sounds inconsolable in his grief. The boy sniffles and speaks, "Please, please, you have to." Static cuts off the voice.
Now, if this is a recording from the previous civilization that lived there, I presume we're using our translators
yeah.
to understand it.
A door at the far end of the corridor slides open. Beyond, a white tiled passage extends for 8 meters to another door, also open.
I think I'll take point on this one.
Okay, boss.
Can we tell that the voice that's been talking was speaking in English?
Yes.
Okay.
You need an insight plus science task, difficulty of 2.
Doctor?
Oh,
Doctor.
yes.
And ain't me. I mean, I got 10. I got 60, I suppose.
1,
Oh, I got a 1 as well. So that's 2 successes for me.
2.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So
So-
I have 1 success to 3
Three.
altogether. Okay.
All right. I guess at that point you get 1 free question without even having to spend momentum.
It was a successful mission yet.
Okay.
So, instead of me just giving it to you, you have to ask the right question.
Mm-hmm.
This passage connects to the missile silo.
Okay.
What do we ask?
Now,
Can we tell who opened the door?
You
Oh, we
can't
got one
tell.
free.
Or when the door was open?
Didn't you say you got 1 free?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. Here, you get 1.
You get 1 free!
One.
Mine?
Oh.
The independent power signature within has strengthened and is no longer intermittent. So you can't tell who did it, but you can tell where it's coming from,
Ooh.
and that it's even stronger now.
Mm-hmm.
Three more potential questions.
Can we scan for life signs? And we're close enough to scan for a life sign.
There are still no life signs. That is one of the questions.
Ah,
I'm gonna take this.
2 more questions.
Like whether or not we could tell that was actually just a recording from before, or was it? Could we age? You can figure out the age of the child.
That is not one of the questions.
Okay.
is it live or Memorax?
Or you can just move on.
All right, let's
Let's move on.
Okay.
The stench of decay is overwhelming. Aisles upon aisles of rotten fruits and vegetables fill what was once a food distribution center.
Should be
Across
frozen.
the vast circular room is an open lift door. Beside it, another door leads to a service corridor, as in the seed vault.
The power's been out.
Security
Yeah.
cameras. It says that you track your every step, but you shut down the security cameras.
Yay!
So I track every other step.
Inside the lift is a lighted touch panel with each floor marked. 1. Control center. 2. Security. 3. General store. 4. Medical bay. 5 through 10. Residential suites. 11. Library and classrooms. 12. Recreation. 13. Hydroponics. 14. Pumps and septic.
Now, is this where are these places we've already been, or is this?
No,
a
this
whole
is now
nother-
in the.
So now in the missile
This
silo.
is a whole nother.
You are currently on level 3. So you're currently at the general store.
Uh huh.
And that level 5 apparently requires a security key to activate.
Did we pick up a security key from any of these bodies we found?
No.
Why not?
Is there an emergency stop button?
No.
Oh.
So, you could go to the control center.
I think we should go to the sewage. I just, for some reason.
That's fine. That's fine.
There's no list of things for sewage.
Really?
Really?
That's
Why even less? I mean, it makes sense for it to be there.
Yeah, it's listed as being there, but
Yeah.
you have no reason to go there.
No reason to go.
So
It's
there's
like
no-
let's see if you have
Well,
an
you
dungeon.
can learn a lot of the civilization about its trash and its leavings.
Sewage, yeah.
You can actually go to the control center, security, or the medical bay.
All the others require a
All right,
super
so this is a-
imaginative DM key to get
this is a
access
So
different-
to.
yeah, it says anything below 5.
Yeah.
Anything below 5 requires a security key to activate.
So you can't go
And
to the
there's
sewer.
no information. So you really only
Okay.
have. You're on general store. You can go to 1, 2, or 4. Control center, security, or medical bay.
So security probably would have
Yeah.
security.
I like security.
ID, so
All
sure.
Let's go there.
Security.
You would like security, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Monitors cover the walls, cycling through locations within the shelter and sea vault.
Makes sense.
Locked cages filled with primitive weaponry and ammunition occupy the center of the room. 3 vehicles sit at the bottom of a concrete ramp blocked by steel glass doors. 2 tracked drones turn to greet you. Produce identification, one declares in a stilted electronic voice.
Now, we determine if these drones are part of our people.
No.
No.
They
No.
are
They're native.
native, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any ID cards sitting around?
Okay. Let's see. Daring and command, difficulty of 2.
I got one success.
How's your daring command, Ed?
Well, it's not great, but it's like,
Well, is it 11 or?
Mine was
it's,
11.
11, yeah.
Okay, you go ahead. Yeah.
None of us are
Ah,
in command.
success.
Hey!
Okay.
Okay.
The drone insists on your identification. And you're like basically psychic paper kind of thing. We don't need to show your identification.
Do I need to aggressively identify myself?
No.
Okay.
An intercom on the wall hums to life. A cold, layered voice speaks, as if dozens of people are saying the same words simultaneously. Apologies. Our drones, they don't always obey. They have a mind of their own, our creations. Please, come to the medical bay, and we will treat any injuries you have. The voices separate
I
and
think we
begin
should go to the
shouting
medical
over
bay.
each other. The shouts turn to screams and then to cackling laughter.
Oh,
Huh.
doesn't sound too good.
Well,
So it's going to be an insight plus reason or insight plus security with difficulty of 1 to find a security key.
insight plus security or reason security.
Yes.
Oh,
You nailed both of my lower ones, so okay.
13 on those.
14
I got
reason
14.
security.
Oh,
Either
you're
way.
higher.
I'll assist you.
Ooh, 2 successes.
1 success. 3 total.
Okay. So you get from that.
Huzzah.
Before we leave the security area,
Mhm.
I would like to take one of their antique weapons for a memento on the ship.
Okay. There's an old rifle, hunting rifle.
Is the drone going to let us do it?
The drone seems to be just standing still. You find the key that allows you to stop at level 5, enables entry from the service corridor. So,
Yay.
anywhere else you want to go to medical bay or the control center, or you want to keep going?
Should we go to the control center before we go to medical bay?
I
We
should
were
think
certainly
so.
invited to the medical bay, but I would probably see the control center first. See who's in control. Who's really in control.
Well,
Control.
Control.
Rows of computers and monitors fill the front third of the cavernous space with workstations for 24 technicians. Beyond a glass partition, several enormous backup generators that long ago exhausted their fuel supplies sit idle, exhaust hoses snaking out through the ceiling. Okay. If you attempt to access the computers here, I need you to make a control plus engineering task with difficulty of 2.
Okay.
You're up.
14. Yeah. You want to assist?
I can assist.
Okay. I'm going to use 1 to re-roll this 20 I got here. I'm using 1 momentum, Dave.
Okay.
There we go. That's much better.
1 success.
Let's see. Would this include history of technology?
No.
Okay, fine. 2 successes.
History of technology or just history?
Well, history in general.
Oh, I was going to say history of technology. That's a cool one. History.
So how many successes total?
1 for me.
2.
Okay. Machine got more.
Huh?
I mean, okay, I got botany, warp fields, EPS conduits, transporters, replicators, history, quantum mechanics. None of those would really apply to this. But, I got a 2 and a 5, and they're both, my engineering is 5, so.
You have been locked out of the computer, and there are sounds of military drones activating.
That's not what I expected.
Can't win for losing.
Well then,
Yeah.
can Mr. Engineer fix this?
Okay, I figure out how to fix this.
Mr. Engineer can try again with a difficulty of 3.
Oh, I could try a jury rig it. That would reduce the difficulty by 2.
Why 2?
That's for fixing.
Well, he's trying to fix it.
You just told me, can I fix this?
Eh?
You really is your phrasing.
It's for 1 scene.
Can't fix this.
Get him to agree.
David?
Alright.
Okay.
Next time we go up here, they're coming after us.
That's a 7 and 13. Both success for me. Are you assisting again?
Not helpfully.
Okay. So that's 2 there.
Even if you reduced it by 1, you should have passed.
You're able to access a video file. It's an advertisement for the facility.
Oh,
So we're gonna watch something before we die. Nice. Okay.
Over images of the complex during phases of its construction, a dramatic voice narrates the following. Tanner Cole, entrepreneur, visionary, savior. A decade ago, he warned global leaders of the coming planet-wide catastrophe. No one listened. So he took matters into his own hands, vowing to save our planet's biodiversity and our species. Now the end is in sight, and only 10 bursts remain in his revolutionary survival complex. Powered by wind, solar, and backup generators, and with hydroponic gardens and cutting-edge air and water filtration systems, our complex's 150 residents can survive indefinitely. And it's all run by the most advanced computer you've ever conceived. If you pass our rigorous selection process, the future can be yours for the right price.
So
Voltec.
It's Voltec!
Al Gore invented Voltec.
Yeah.
So what's the guy's name again?
Tanner Cole.
Tanner Cole. Well, we'll just tell these guys we've been sent by Tanner, and we're checking out things and make sure everything.
Wait. I thought with this type of stuff, Cole was evil.
C-O-L-E, not C-O-A-L. You also reveals that the only way to get in, there are 2 keys to access level 5. You have one of them from the head of security. The other one is on Tanner himself.
Boy, goodness.
And he's not up here in the control center.
No.
And we couldn't even.
And we need to get out of here before a bunch of security drones get here.
Yes.
Medical bay?
That is the option.
Okay.
You step into a small reception area. A map on the wall marks your location in relation to the other suites that comprise this level. They are a first aid center with half-empty shelves of medical supplies and beds, a dental facility, a surgical center, and a doctor's office. Feedback screeches over the intercom, followed by low, malignant laughter.
Well,
Are we at
that's
the medical bay?
comforting.
We're just in the entry room.
The waiting room.
Waiting room.
A squat service robot waddles in with two stubby legs. A small metal arm unfolds in front of the drone and taps the pant leg of one of you.
It's an EMR.
It returns the way it came and stops to ensure you follow, tapping a toe on one of its three-toed feet.
I guess we'll follow the
It's summoned, yes.
insistent robot.
Okay.
Inside the office, the drone steps on a hidden pressure plate. A bookcase swings open, revealing a lift not on the schematics. The lift connects to the doctor's office on level 5. After the drone leads you in, with a jerk, the lift moves down to level 5. The drone peeks its head into the hall and wobbles out cautiously. Its little mechanical arm waves at you to wait while it inspects a long hallway that leads to a cavernous main chamber. Seemingly satisfied, it leads you to a small side room. The drone plugs into a console and monitors sparks to life on the wall. Letters painstakingly appear one by one on the screen. We are monsters. You must destroy us. Please.
Shoot the drone?
But we have our directives, though.
Two images flash on the screen in rapid succession. A young boy stands in a long gravy hallway.
Gravy?
Long gravy.
No
Maybe
gravy
it meant
here.
long gray hallway and it has a misprint.
Yeah.
Oh, that's never happens in a
First
Star Trek.
good typo.
Okay.
It's pouring gravy. You know, it's like that scene in The Shining. It was
Yeah,
blood.
yeah, the
It's
whole
all
thing coming out of
gravy.
yes.
Okay.
His shaggy black hair sticks out in all directions. His ragged clothes hang from his skinny frame.
He's pouring gravy.
He glances toward the camera, fear on his face, as if he is about to be caught. The image changes to a missing outpost personnel strapped into the surgical chairs, what appears to be the level's main room. The screen goes dark. This drone shakes from side to side as if in warning before suddenly shutting down.
Could I, while the drone that was leading us around, have used his the tricorder to see whether or not was the drone actually getting signals or was it using an artificial intelligence in order to function this way? Like, was it being remote controlled?
Insight engineering.
Okay.
Difficulty of 1.
I might have actually asked a smart question. Engineering.
Do
Okay.
you need assistance?
I would love assistance. I only have 12 in this. Oh, 2 successes though.
I have 1 success.
Nice.
Okay.
3 total.
Thing?
I'll take it.
Yes, it appears that this drone was acting independently, intelligently.
Ah.
Aha.
Too bad we couldn't communicate with
I mean, it tried to.
Can we talk to it?
It shut down,
Apparently,
you said?
it has been forcibly shut down as it tried to access this hidden panel.
Can we power it back up?
It's drained of power.
Did I short circuited the batteries or something? Or? Okay.
It'll
Should
shock.
we use one of the battery packs from our beacons?
They are incompatible. This is 21st century technology. There's no way of hot wiring this thing without finding equivalent.
Okay.
Anything you would provide would overload it again. It'd be far too powerful.
We are so powerful, the Federation.
Okay.
Right.
This is where I remind you of Starfleet Order 2. Killing an intelligent life form goes against everything the Federation stands for.
It killed itself.
Okay. Can we access the panel that it had accessed?
With your key,
The key, yes.
it allows you to enter level 5's main room. An enormous server tower is another. Enormous server towers in the center of the room. Patterns of lights blink across its polished black surface. In front of it, you see the missing outpost personnel, dead and strapped into surgical chairs.
Oh.
Their skulls have been opened up and implanted with electrode arrays, all feeding into the server. Multi-armed surgical robots attached to each chair lie dormant. A humanoid robot doctor, synthetic skin covering over the front of its metallic cranium, examines the bodies. One of its arms hangs useless at its side. The robot ignores your presence. A web of cables fans out behind the server, connecting the tower to row upon row of human-sized pods, more than 100 in all.
So it's the Matrix.
Essentially, the Matrix, partly Borg. Part human.
Yeah, I don't like
Okay.
anything like
Yeah,
this.
no.
Scanning.
Can
server.
we determine whether or not the people are still alive?
Reason plus science. Difficulty of 2.
Okay.
I'll assist you, Doctor. Assist you, Doctor.
Okay. I have one success.
So use a momentum to reroll one of those?
Yeah, I'll use a momentum.
Okay.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay, you match. This is a quantum computer, more advanced than the binary computers found elsewhere.
Quantum mechanics. I gotta focus on
There
this.
are 3 questions.
Answer me these
Answer
questions. Right?
these questions 3, yeah. Or I will answer you these questions 3.
Okay. What is your name?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Is this in any way, shape, or form closely related to the Borg?
No.
I was ready to start firing.
Mm.
Technically, this being set in the original series, the Borg
No.
don't
Oh,
exist.
they existed.
They existed, but they weren't known about.
Not in this quadrant yet.
No, not in this quadrant.
Did we determine if the bodies were still functional? I mean, alive?
Is the computer using the bodies as storage devices / processors?
The server tower houses a vast consciousness.
Okay.
I'll also give you the implants in the outpost personnel are mind transference devices.
That could be useful technology.
Not if it permanently displaces your brain and takes you out of your body.
I mean, if you're in the process of dying, though, in an incurable disease.
Oh, yeah, but these people
Did any
weren't.
of these people look like they had an incurable disease?
Well, no, I'm not saying
Yeah.
it was used well on them. I'm just
Yeah.
saying practical terms.
Human-sized pods are malfunctioning stasis chambers. Once preserved in suspended animation, the bodies are corpses now turned to bone and dust.
So basically, we shut off the computer, we shut off their essence of what was them.
Well,
Is that what I'm getting from this?
No, the stasis pods were different. They were for
The bodies are just corpses.
bodies. Yeah,
Yes.
they all died when the power shut down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we find out what things are going on in the digital world?
Digimon.
Without
digital
connecting
Is there a guy juggling in there and acting like a jester?
The server holds the source
I
of the
remember that
faint
episode.
energy
Weird.
reading detected earlier. It has its own self-perpetuating power source, which is failing.
Oh, wow.
So anything downloaded into this collective consciousness is itself dying.
I wonder if there'd be some way for me to, redistribute the power from the fusion drive that our people brought down in order to come down to the
No,
station.
the power's incompatible.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a shame.
Yeah.
It'd overpower it. Yeah. I never heard of being able to step down the power to it.
We'll get some 9 volts. and
That's
plug it in.
impossible, right, Dad? As an
That's
engineer to...
That would be.
It's the wrong
the
polarity.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
AC,
reverse
DC,
polarity.
AC. They run on DC. We have AC.
It's going to be a
Can we communicate with this thing?
reason plus science, difficulty of 2.
Reason plus science.
okay,
So
what
we're
is yours
trying-
on that, Dad?
We're trying. I got 15.
I also have 15, so I'll assist you on that.
Okay, so we have. We're going to try and communicate.
What's this?
2 successes.
Huzzah. 3 successes total.
Okay, you get it on that time.
Okay.
These people transferred their conscious minds into the quantum server. The stasis chambers suggest a hope that they could one day return to their bodies. When the stasis chambers malfunctioned, they became trapped in circuitry for millennia. This likely drove them insane, creating what is now the machine consciousness. The machine consciousness itself attempted and failed to download itself into the outpost personnel.
Okay.
A communicator signals a message from your ship, has the same cold voice that speaks with many voices. We have control of your vessel. If you wish to save the lives of your shipmates, you will do exactly as you are told. Your bodies are ours now. We will live again in corporeal form.
It didn't work the first time. What makes you think it's going to work this time?
This is sounding kind of Borgy, guys.
Yeah, rather. I mean, Doctor, could we clone the bodies?
How do they get control of our ship?
It wasn't because of the blasted tricorder I had set up in order to transfer the data from the... Really? That's the thing? That was the thing right there? You set me up for that? Dang it.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's a slow process, though. That was like pockets of information getting set up.
It would only. the information you send up would only be stored though, or is it like Windows? It actually wants to.
It loads up.
It
wants
opens
to
up and
actually-
it opens up.
It wants to execute a picture. Oh look, there's a picture. Well, look, it's got a program inside that picture. I want to run it. It makes no sense at all. This is data that will be stored in
Your central computer core has become infected from these
Had you
things.
not done that,
oh.
I had to get greedy.
Um,
I mean, that was the whole purpose of them being down here was to get data,
if it only.
He's not here.
information.
security drones enter the room and surround you.
I think the only
And
thing we have to
commercial break.
do is destroy the main computer. I mean, it's obviously controlling all this. To destroy this, we need to attack it. I mean, obviously the personnel who are hooked up to it are gone. Whether their bodies are alive or not, their brains have been destroyed by this thing trying to
I'm kind of going with Borgie, and I'm voting with shoot the main
shoot
server.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A message comes through the ship. A familiar voice of a shipmate comes over the communicator.
Hey, shipmate.
Just as a shipmate.
Alexander Shipmate. That was his name.
Alexander Shipmate. I think Mr. Shipmate's one of the lieutenants.
Yeah.
Doesn't he work in the mess though? I mean, what's he calling us?
Yeah.
That's okay. So what is he saying?
Write it down. Alexander Shipmate.
You know the crew.
He's a red shirt now.
Yes.
Okay, so is he's
Coming down next
presuming
mission.
it took over the ship's computer, not the
After you
ship's
ordered
personnel.
us to upload the Outpost database, everything went haywire. There's some sort of virus controlling all our systems. We're on backup life support. We're seeing strange messages. Machine conscious cut off the transmission. If you prefer death, your crew is healthy and abundant. We will call them down to us one by one if we must, using your own voices to issue commands.
I wrote down Alexander Shipmate, Scottish.
I
That was the voice you gave him, so.
sure did.
Yeah, okay.
He was in engineering. I can't remember.
To prove their point, Alexander's shipmate beams down in the room with you.
Really, he does?
Yes.
He's written to be that way?
No, a crewmate.
Oh, okay.
Hey, crew.
Hey,
Yeah,
crewmate.
a crewmate. Alexander.
No. That's not Shipmate.
No, you're right.
This is another character. This is Alfred Crewmate.
Alfred?
Alfred crewmate.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's say Alfred Crewmate Medical.
Crewman, sorry.
Alfred Crewman.
Yes.
Okay.
He says that one of you ordered him to beam down.
Which one?
Yeah.
It's,
Medical, I guess.
Did he bring down anything with him?
no.
Well,
Well, as you can see, we are surrounded by robots with machine guns.
Mhm.
And
you're wearing red.
I'm sorry.
Security drones herd you into a locked room. A monitor shows a fleet of medical drones arriving outside to disconnect the corpses from the machinery and wheel them away on gurneys. Machine consciousness speaks through an intercom. When we are ready to begin the procedure, we will call for you. We assure you, the procedure is quite painful.
Now, is anyone else in this room with us?
Nope.
No drones?
Nope.
Just the
They
speaker.
just corral you into this locked room.
And we've disabled their video.
Yes.
And we disabled their audio so we can...
We disabled our ability to move the cameras, per se. That's all we
Well,
really established
okay.
today.
Can you
Well.
short circuit power systems in this room and possibly cause a cascade effect?
A wall panel slides open. The machine consciousness
See?
orders you to place your weapons inside.
give them the bullets first.
You've got like 5 drones aimed at you.
Yeah? I think you said nobody else was in the room.
No people,
Now, I asked if anybody else...
anybody,
Anybody.
drones.
drones.
Anything as well.
Anything, okay.
Yeah.
Anything is you have five drones.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
English majors. Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
So, do you surrender your weapons?
I ain't going anywhere near something that's assimilating.
No. I think we need to fake surrender our weapons.
Could I I mean, my weapon's smaller than yours, so yours are more useful. I'm going to try to.
How about we shove the antique rifle in there?
Yeah, and our
I was going to try to set up my.
these guys in there.
I was going to try to set up my phaser to explode.
I'm going to give you the options. You can negotiate, you can make a scientific inquiry, or you can just try to escape.
Well, trying to escape obviously isn't going to work.
And we got
Scientific inquiry.
two smart people here. Come on.
Scientific inquiry. What are we inquiring about? Yeah.
It's going to be a reason plus science with a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
Okay, I'll assist you on that.
Oh, yeah.
Assist using control plus engineering.
Control engineering
Yeah.
as
I'm
well.
assuming you will
It'll be
definitely.
14 for that.
The assisting uses control and engineering.
Okay, so
Oh, good.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 on that.
Okay.
So okay. Oh, really?
Can I
Okay.
spend an extra thing to get an extra die?
Yeah.
Okay.
You spend it in advance.
Okay. Okay, I got 3 successes.
And I'm going to use my joined once per mission, gain a single focus for that scene. I'm going to use it on artificial intelligence for the
Okay.
scene. And so since I got 4 and my engineering is 5, that means 2 successes for me.
Okay, so you get 2 momentum.
Okay.
Alright. The attempted download did not succeed because the process to separate the machine consciousness into individual personalities failed. Though highly improbable, it might be possible to separate the individual consciousnesses.
Yes.
Conscious eye.
Yes.
So we can convince the machine.
This is going to be an extended
that-
task with a work track and magnitude and difficulty.
Just read it
Well,
in
who
your
are we
own
going to
book.
put it into? That's the question. I mean,
David has the book.
Well,
I
we
will
have,
pass you
do
my
we have
book.
to convince the machine that doing the
Here.
same thing over is
I mean,
not going to work.
Look up work track. There's so much fun.
The whole reason I'm like, nope, no more engineer for me.
The basic task is going to be either daring plus science or reason plus science. And another player may assist using daring plus engineering or reason plus engineering.
Okay, that'd be good for reason and science. Even better in medicine. Okay.
Looking at work track.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that. Maybe there's Wolf.
Extended
359.
task, maybe? Extended tasks have specific rule sets in there, too. So
Okay, there. Okay.
maybe, yes, no? I don't know.
There we go. Extended tasks. On page 91. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing work track here.
It should be within the extended task. It's part of it.
I know we did this a long time
Page
ago.
91, yeah.
I know it involves, like, rolling d6s to get successes. And
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Work, magnitude, and resistance.
yes,
it?
yes, extended task. Yeah. So the work track is 10. So I guess you
So you
need
need 10, I think, rolls.
a magnitude of 4 and a difficulty of 4. So you need 4 successes before you even roll for the magnitude success, because you get a breakthrough when you reach the magnitude, and it's a total of
I thought it was D6s we rolled for this thing.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, first you roll.
You roll to set the basic difficulty, and then you roll d6s. I think based on something else, which is what we're trying to figure out here.
What was the page number?
90, 91.
Why they couldn't include a table of contents in this PDF, I don't know.
This is the worst part of the game.
It's not as bad as ship combat.
That can at least be entertaining, though. This is just work. So this is homework, literally.
Pretty much.
Character rolls 2d6. plus an additional d6 equal to the discipline used for that task. The total rolled on these dice is the amount of work done. I'm reading.
Whenever you succeed in a task, you get it. So first you have to beat the difficulty 4.
Yes.
Okay.
Then you succeed on the task. Now these are good for momentum. Just dump them. Because if you go above, you get it back. If you need it, it was still worth it.
Okay.
So you spend the momentum to get through.
Get an extra die. Yes.
I'm getting extra die. Okay.
Okay.
So what were the numbers again?
Work of 10, magnitude of 4, difficulty 4.
10, magnitude 4. So you need 4 breakthroughs.
Yes. And you get a breakthrough each time you get enough magnitude. So if you get 4 successes, or 4 on your d6s,
Okay.
that's considered a breakthrough.
But first I need to roll 3 d20s then because we just used a momentum.
Yes.
Okay.
So if 5 or more is made after
gonna be-
reduction for resistance, they get a breakthrough.
Daring or reason plus science. And then assisting with daring or reason plus engineering.
Okay, I got reason plus science is good, and you probably do too.
So wait, the first part was reason
The
and...
main is daring or reason plus science.
Okay, I'll do reason plus science, which would be 15.
And the assisting is daring or reason plus engineering.
Okay, reason plus.
Was there
Well,
any
actually, the
good
resistance?
for me?
Well,
No.
reason the engineering actually would be better for me. That'd be 17.
Yeah.
So I only get
Reason
one
plus
die.
science is good, better for me. Well, it's
Okay.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, these things suck.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Dad, you want to take... I'll just use the 1 die then, and
Yeah.
you roll 3.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. 2 successes.
Okay.
And I rolled a 2 but for my engineering. But this is all focused on the AI, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that counts as 2 successes for me.
Okay. So
Okay.
you match.
So a total of 4.
So
Yeah, we matched.
Okay.
you roll 2d6
Mhm.
plus additional dice equal to your discipline. So what did you just use? Science?
Yes.
Science.
So 4 more.
4 more.
And is it
Okay.
just any one, or is it?
Wait a
I
minute.
guess it's just
2?
1, 2s, 5s, and 6s.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Standard one. Roll all
Okay.
that.
Roll all of it.
Separate 1s, 2s, 5s, and 6s.
6.
Okay. 2
That's
sixes.
it? That's
3
2?
sixes.
3, okay.
4.
4,
there-
5, and the rest of them are 3s.
You got your first breakthrough.
So I got 4.
5 or more is a breakthrough.
Well, 5 more breakthroughs. So
I
there's
got
4
4.
successes.
It is 4 taken off the 10.
Okay. So we got 6 left there.
Oh. Okay.
Do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Spend another momentum.
Sure.
Get an
Yeah.
extra die in advance.
You guys
Okay.
decide.
Ooh, 2 successes.
Still 1 success for me. Do you want to spend 1 more momentum to reroll one of those d20s?
Sure.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, success. Okay, so
So
3.
total 4.
3.
I got 1 for
Okay.
you, so yeah.
Okay. So roll your
Okay.
6
All right.
there again.
Cat likes to roll 1. 6, 6, 4, 4. I don't have.
Nope.
No, I only got 2.
So that's 2.
Okay. So 4.
Not getting breakthroughs, which would make this easier,
Yeah.
It sure would.
but
Okay. We got
Okay.
2 momentum left. We're going to do another 1 more momentum then to get another...
Third die.
Okay.
Yeah.
die.
Yeah.
Yes, I got a 1.
Oh!
So that's 2 successes.
I need to spend a 1.
That's fine. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Reroll.
you got 1. Oh, you got a 20?
20, yeah. Okay, that's a super success.
Yeah, but you don't have anything for this.
No, probably not. So I got 2 successes.
I got 2 successes, so it's total 4.
Okay.
Four.
So Matt,
All right, so we roll.
And all
roll it.
momentum's gone?
Yes.
all man spent, yes.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. You're wild, Dad. You're wild.
Always.
Okay, is it 2 count?
That's 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2,
Three.
5,
1,
6.
3, another 2.
4, 5.
5.
Come on.
And a 5, so that's 6.
That should be it.
It's breakthrough and you get through.
Okay. All right.
Chat beat the work track.
Yes. It should complete it. The individuals who transferred their minds to the quantum computer no longer exist. As the centuries wore on, they merged into a single consciousness. They cannot be separated. An isolated backup server contains the conscious mind of Janik Stoltz, uploaded as an experiment before his brain became host of fragments of the machine consciousness. His body has only been dead for a few days, preserved by the freezing temperatures. Restoring his mind to his body may be possible. Treat this as an extended task as above.
Do we want to try? do we?
Will it
I
get us out of this conundrum?
I mean, saving the guy
It's
is
either that or
required.
Or sacrificing one of our own people to put him in.
Another separate entity exists within the computer, the boy. Unlike the machine consciousness, the boy has evolved beyond the confines of the computer.
Can we communicate with the boy?
Can we get the boy to
Only if we have gravy.
Text appears on the screen. We can talk. These messages are secure, and I can route messages to your friends. This is all in just text. What communicates only typed messages.
Is there a keyboard?
texting.
There is a computer console.
How quaint.
Is there something we can pick up and talk in?
Oh, come on, Scott.
Hello, computer.
You can speak aloud, and it will translate into text for him.
Okay.
But then the big consciousness will hear it, though.
Well, will it? We can.
Why? Okay.
Why can't we type?
Were we able? Yeah, that's fine.
Because you're still locked on the other side of the room.
And do we know the alphabet?
Well, okay. We're locked on the other side of the room.
Yes, you're still. You managed to do all of this.
Yeah.
Away from the actual command consoles.
Oh, gee.
We are good.
Yeah.
We're not that good though.
No.
Why
in order to actually you'd have to get out of the cell in order to do the.
Haven't we talked the computer into allowing us to attempt to revive things because obviously its method didn't work?
So.
Could we negotiate with the computer to tell it our research? Yeah. Tell it this is impossible. What you're wanting to do can't happen.
We want to get little Blaine on our side.
Well, then we can do partial. We can attempt to do partial, but they'll have to let us do it.
Yeah. The boy was the son of a technician in the complex. He was never meant to be saved. But after the silo's wealthy residents had all been uploaded, his father broke into level 5 and uploaded his son's mind. The boy's mind was the last uploaded. After he was discovered by Tanner Cole's consciousness, Cole gassed the facility and murdered all remaining employees and their families. The boy is terrified of the machine consciousness.
This is a vault from Fallout.
He is consumed with guilt because he believes he is part of the entity and culpable in its crimes. He sees the quantum computer's destruction as the only way to prevent more deaths. He is willing to sacrifice his existence.
Now, supposedly we can communicate with him without.
He seems to be able to affect things beyond the reach of the machine's consciousness, like the disabled service drone.
Can he shut down the drones that are protecting this area?
Yes.
First, you need to gain his trust.
Okay.
Quick, get your emergency rations.
What did he eat?
If anyone has beef and noodles, beef stroganoff, mashed potatoes.
You need to locate a backup server and isolate it from the main server using Daring plus Engineering, difficulty of 2.
Daring plus Engineering.
Work task 30, resistance 5.
No.
Yeah.
That's 2 successes. And since I'm dealing with an AI, I'd say it has 3.
Okay. You get 1 momentum.
Thank you.
I'm so glad I chose that. I hadn't used this yet.
Providing a safe haven for the boy allows you to show him he is separate from the consciousness within the computer. You can now attempt to reason with him. For example, how could he exist in the isolated server wholly apart from the machine consciousness if he was not separate from it? A persuasion task using presence or reason plus command, difficulty of 3.
No.
So it's reason command or what else?
Presence and command.
Presence command. I got 13 for reason command.
I have 11.
Okay, so we want to spend
I
momentum to
have
get another
14
die.
for reasoning command.
You go do that.
You are now the spokesperson.
I will assist you.
Spend the die
Okay.
for an extra die.
How many is it? What?
1.
Just
1 for
No,
1
no.
extra.
What was the difficulty?
Oh, difficulty 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
spend
yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll assist
Worst
you.
case, you get it back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Best case, we get it back. Okay.
Worst case, roll a
2
20.
successes. Unless, no, I don't want to be 2 because I'm darn good. But
And
you
one
got one?
success. Yeah.
Okay, you match.
Okay, we match. Okay.
Convincing the boy he can exist outside the quantum computer is difficulty 3 persuasion task.
Isn't that
It doesn't say what.
what was just done?
No, apparently not. Let's see.
What was just done?
Like the mother bird coaxing her young from the nest, the boy simply requires guidance to see his own potential. You succeeded. A ball of blue lightning emerges from the computer console. The boy now speaks telepathically.
Whoa.
What? Ball of
Okay.
blue lightning?
He's obviously ascended.
It's sentient light.
In an excited child's voice, he thanks you for showing him the way.
Do you know the way?
Tazano's
Are you still connected to the server?
No, you're on your own to destroy the main server.
No, it's,
No,
oh.
is the boy connected to the server at all?
No,
Okay.
he opens the gate for you, so you can be removed, and it creates a distraction for the
Drones?
drones. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Curious. He must have some physical presence to be able to open the gate.
Well, I mean, like electromagnetic
Yeah.
force
Yeah.
able to disable the lock.
Okay. All right.
Right, so shoot
So-
the server or shoot the server?
We got to shoot the server.
I'm going with shoot the server.
I'm
It
glad I did
seemed
blow my
very
phaser
gorgeous.
earlier. Yes.
Okay.
Are you going to dual wield? Your rifle and your phaser rifle?
I don't think that rifle has any decent stats whatsoever.
Oh.
I mean, you can keep it if you have. If
To
you're
manually
bored.
set up an overload, the task must be completed in order.
I want
Task?
to shoot the power supply to the server. It's on an independent power supply. I want to shoot it.
You have to
It's starting to fail anyway, so it shouldn't take much to destroy.
you have to identify the motherboard.
Did you hear the phasers, David? Come on.
We're shooting the server.
It doesn't work. It's gonna be a reason plus engineering task with difficulty of 3.
Reasonable.
Okay, reason engineering.
This train is
17.
going down these rails.
Okay. And I'm 12.
Assist me on that? Okay.
You're going to assist.
What is it? Reason engineering?
Yeah.
Yes.
Reason engineering. I'm at 11.
Okay, so
Oh,
I got 17.
Okay, I'm at 12,
Yeah.
so I guess I'll help. And I helped.
I got 3 successes.
And I got a
Alright.
success.
Okay, so 1 momentum.
So we've identified the motherboard,
Yes, you have
the
identified.
board that controls everything on these board-like things.
The one actually, okay, so I got a 1 and a 3, and this is all still dealing with AI,
Yes.
so that'll be 4 successes for me then.
Okay.
And I shoot the motherboard and make it go bye-bye.
It's a cross circuit the computer. This is a control plus engineering or daring plus engineering difficulty of 3.
This is why engineers make the episodes
That's a
45
job for
minutes
Scotty.
long. Security could just send some photons on this location and we're done.
Okay. What was the thing?
Daring engineering or what?
Control plus engineering.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing daring
not
engineering.
doing either one of them.
Alright, I gotta
I got 9 for those.
assist with this. Yes, with my focus on hand phasers.
I got one success.
1 success.
Just one.
Uh-oh.
1. Okay.
How much do we need?
3.
Oh, okay.
Spend it.
I'll use the momentum to reroll 1. Nah, didn't roll one in there. That's a 9, so yeah, it's 2 successes now.
Okay.
So 3 total.
Overloads the quantum computer in a shower of sparks.
Shoot there! Okay.
You could also try to convince the machine consciousness that it is not real, which is a collection of algorithms programmed to emulate the self. If successful, machine consciousness sets a quantum computer to self-destruct. But
I thought
you
we
already,
just did it.
yeah, you already just.
Yeah,
We're
we
good,
already disabled. He was going to set his phaser to overload, throw it at the thing, and blow the whole place up.
You beam away as the entire place just explodes.
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 Wait.
What happens to the energy being?
Well, it can survive without a body, obviously. He can probably just leave us
What happened to our ship?
wander around.
Does it still have the sentience on it? I
Um,
uploaded the data, so
yes. Well, if it was remotely controlled, though, all of a sudden the remote control's gone. So
Yes.
that's true. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
the
shut down
virus
all that
is-
stuff.
is not smart. It's just a remote control.
So I didn't upload the AI itself. I just uploaded enough information for it to
take over.
Right.
The
Okay.
remote control.
I still feel like engineering should have to do an entire check of the ship's computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
a clean. We're doing a system reboot. We're doing
Yes.
the whole cleanse.
Get
Yeah.
the binars in there.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
If they'll answer our calls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they anyway. Okay. So, just curious.
One of the questions at the end here is, what of Janek's thoughts? If they learned of his potential survival or were unable to save them, how will they react? And even if he does survive, how will it be changed? How will he be changed by his experience? Will he too wonder if he is real or simply a copy?
I wonder that every time they use the transporters.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that's something Starfleet philosophy has tried to figure out before.
Well, they had a modern version of what was it? Two different sites. I'm thinking it was Twilight Zone, but I think it was the other sci-fi show. Anyway, it was a modern.
Outer Limits.
Outer Limits, yeah. A modern version where they had people who would transport themselves to a planet with dinosaurs, but they actually would basically just copy the body and transport the information, and then later on, and the person who did it was supposed to destroy the body. It's supposed to destroy the body locally,
Okay. Yeah.
and they did it once, and for something failed, and he didn't get the information back that the transfer was successful. So he let the person live. Well, then he had to kill this person later because they found out it was successful. So that was a very interesting show.
You ever read To Your Scattered Bodies Go?
What now? There's got,
To Your Scattered Bodies Go? Riverworld?
I don't recall.
Oh.
No, I don't remember that one.
Also, sounds similar to the one Hugh Jackman movie.
No.
The shoot, I forget what it's called. It also had basically the notion of it was that he had a device developed by Nikola Tesla
Yeah.
that he could teleport himself from one place to the Prestige.
Prestige, yes.
Oh.
There were like two magician movies out at the same time. As far as I know what it is. So yeah.
Oh.
Spoiler. It's a device that is supposed to be able to teleport from one spot to another, but it actually duplicates him from one spot to another.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he has to kill the original.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I saw that one or not. Probably not.
So that's the end of Plato's Cave. Next week,
Okay.
Drawing Deeply from the Well.
Oh, well, how nice.
Underground again. Okay.
So, tropey episode.
Very.
Oh.
Very cliche.
Yeah.
Can't even shoot a motherboard.
No.
No, the simplest thing, too.
Did I get any useful information out of that thing too? It's
Not really.
No. Okay.
maybe
Well,
useless. So the next game we'll be having will be this Saturday. No, wait a minute. They chose not to broadcast that anymore.
They're not
Yeah.
broadcasting it. We will.
They felt more comfortable to just
Yeah.
run their own game and not have us broadcast it.
We might mention
yeah.
what happened. I think we've mentioned beforehand what the
True.
game was,
We're
but-
basically playing through Ravnica.
Mhm.
Yeah,
hmm.
an adventure through that. David's playing as
I'm a turtle.
Oh, no. No.
a
What do you think of that race?
It's interesting. I mean, I haven't really done much with it yet. I only had one session, but he's kind of
Mm-hmm.
interesting. He's a horizon walker, so
ranger. Yeah.
ranger. Yeah.
I thought a turtle would make a great strength-based monk.
Mm.
Just bar fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, this one actually fell from its nest, the egg, and fell through a portal. So does not know where its family is. Does not know where his family is. Doesn't know where universe, what dimension he came from. And so he's been trying to survive on his own, hopping from portal to portal, trying to find it first. It's been a few years since then. He's kind of come to accept the fact that he may never find them, and just treating this as an opportunity just to explore. And it's unlike all of his turtle brethren who would like to stay where they were. It's I'm alone. Except
Well,
for
you don't have
a lizard. Yes, Eddie Lizard is a
Yes.
rideable lizard guy. But
Nice.
yes, I stumbled when I first said his name and said Wizard Lizard. It's like, oh, Eddie Wizard Lizard? Does he cast spells? No, it's just a slip of the tongue. He's Eddie Lizard.
Lizards have long tongues, yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
every tongue.
I'm playing as a gnome mystic, immortal.
Ooh.
Good luck with those rules.
Yeah.
There was a scene in which there was a cart that was rolling very, very slowly to a crime scene, and so I
It was at a decent pace, but yeah.
decent pace, but it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
And I was just following behind with my mount slowly, and so one of the players complained, "It's like, can't this thing go any faster?" And they kind of the driver who was guiding us kind of like looked at like, "What's the speed of your mount? 60 feet." Dashing, you know, it's like he speeds up, and I'm running across the walls because he's got spider climb to be able to follow along, and he goes along the walls, and everyone else just like not buckled in, so like having to suddenly hold on for dear life as the whole thing's just like falling sideways. And I noticed that he's kind of like smirking. The driver's just kind of like, yeah, you will learn not to ask to go faster. I'm just following along. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
And since I'm playing a mortal psionic, one of his abilities is that he could bonus action extend his arms to have a 5-foot reach. So when one of the other characters was about to fall out, I extended my arms. Now I'm known with long, like 10 foot of arms,
Yeah.
pulling her back in.
You didn't do it on a bugbear.
No. I know, but
Bugbear mystic with a whip.
I did that
Hello!
before. Remember when we went to Pennsylvania, but not
Strahd?
Strahd, yeah. I basically had like a ranged attack, but I was melee
Cute. Okay.
because I was like 15 feet away.
So you want to stop the stream?
Yep.
So until next time, happy gaming.
Next time being on stream next week,
Yes.
next Monday.
Bye bye.